Okay, I'm back with another story and guarantee you guys are going to like this one. Guys, if you're new here, I'm sharing different manifestation stories with you so that you can understand that you can truly glow up your life when you decide to show up for yourself. And this is how. Okay, so I actually did this twice. So I want you guys to listen in, okay? Because it's very much possible to do this yourself. I absolutely love travel. I traveled a lot when I was younger, and I also traveled with my daughter. So wanted to get her a passport. I wanted to get us out of the country. I wanted to do something different. And I'm like, why don't we go to Cabo? At the time, it was just a thought. It wasn't anything serious, but it was funny because a couple months went by and my daughter's grandma reached out to me and she's like, hey, would you guys like to go to Cabo? And if so, like, does Cora have a passport? Ended up getting a free trip to Cabo with my daughter's grandma. Super funny. It was just an idea. She randomly wanted to go to Cabo. And so we ended up doing a girls' trip to Cabo. That was the first time. Now, the second time, I'm like, I want to go to Cabo and I want to take Cora again. We had so much fun. We literally got everything paid for on that whole trip. I know it's my daughter's grandma, but guys, I never expect anybody to pay for anything. I just assume that the trip is going to be perfect. It's going to be the best case scenario. I decided I wanted to do a Cabo trip. I actually wanted to do it last year in 2025, but ended up getting something booked for 2026 instead, which is fine. But guys, understand that I decided again that I wanted to go to Cabo and I wanted to take my daughter because it was the best trip ever. So my daughter's grandparents hit us up and she goes, hey, I have some random points that came in from our timeshare and I actually want to take Cora again to Cabo. And I go, okay, perfect. Let's do it. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
We already have our passports. Everything's already taken care of. She's like, you just have to pay for your plane tickets. I'm like, not a problem. At the time, I'm like, dang, I have to pay for 2 plane tickets. That's about $1,200. But I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's going to work out either way. Best case scenario. Are you guys feeling me on this? Because there's a trend. So Christmas came along in 2025. You know, we just gave each other little gifts, nothing special. It was not anything big. It was just a very low key Christmas this year or this past year. We ended up meeting up with Cora's grandparents and they're like, hey, I know that we got each other like little gifts, but we just wanted to say that we're also going to pay for your plane tickets and we already got them. I never said, oh, they're going to pay for my stuff. They're going to do this. They're going to do that or whatever, right? That's not how I did it. I simply just said best case scenario and everything works out for me. And that's exactly what happened. I want you guys not to take life so seriously and certain things so seriously. I really want you just to just trust the process that it's going to work out for you because you never know how it's going to manifest. You just know that it's going to happen and you keep trusting that process. I think sometimes when it comes to manifestation, we get way too caught up in how things are supposed to be playing out and how it's going to happen when really all we need to do is have faith and trust and understand that in order for us to manifest, we truly have to detach so that we don't hold ourselves back from receiving. And that's the tip I want to give you today. Remember, when you receive stuff, it's not always how we expect. So don't be so hard in the process of how it's going to happen because we just never know how it's going to happen. We never know how it's going to play out. And just again, have fun, trust the process, and know that everything you ever wanted is already manifested. You just have to wait to see it in the 3D.